Hi, I'm Emily, and in 2020, I built a house bed for my autistic daughter. I designed it, built it from scratch, did the entire thing by myself, and now here we are. And every now and then, I have to completely reset her bed. And whenever I do a video about this, I get very similar questions, so let's talk about them. First, is her mattress directly on the floor? No, her mattress is not directly on the floor. Because of how I designed the house bed, the framing on the bottom actually keeps the mattress from hitting the floor directly, so we don't have a mold problem. I also flip the mattress every time I change her sheets. Next thing is, what kind of sheets do I use? These are Betty's. It is a sheet and a comforter that are zipped together, so you can unzip them completely and use them separately. You can zip them together. It makes it so much easier to make a bed and make sure that the top blanket stays attached. I use sheet suspenders to keep them tight on her mattress. All right, let's talk about the big giant elephant in the room that everyone always wants to talk about, is the stuffed animals. I'm going to start this one off with, you don't live in my house, so I don't really care what you have to say about this. You can comment whatever you want, but it is what it is. So like I said, my daughter's autistic, and one of her special interests is stuffed animals. And so every single stuffed animal she has ever gotten in her entire 8 years of being, she has kept, except for the ones that I'm able to sneak out that she no longer has any interest in. We have tried to get rid of some. It is not pretty, and it's not worth it, actually. And sleeping with them actually helps her sleep better. When she was younger, we did experiment with this to see if the stuffed animals were causing her to not sleep as well, and actually she slept worse. So, and moves them around, and they get so much movement, and I move them around so much that no, we don't have a spider problem. I know people are super worried about that. I know a lot of people want to know where a lot of these come from. So these knitted ones are Cuddle and Kind, all of the bunnies, and then a lot of the animals are Jellycat, and both of those are mostly from my parents. She was the only grandchild on that side for quite a number of years, and she was spoiled. All of the Disney princesses are from mostly the Disney online store. I have bought them over the years. She absolutely loves them. That's another one of her special interests, is princesses. And to find these, I just kept an eye on the Disney store, and whenever one of the ones that she was really into at the time was on sale, I would buy it. Now to the pile of cats. Yes, I said pile of cats. Cats are her absolutely favorite animal, and she has just acquired a lot of cat stuffed animals over the years. Then we have the random assortment of other characters and stuffed animals. She really, really loves movies. And then the very last thing are all of her blankets. We start off with her weighted frozen blanket that I got from Target 3-ish years ago. The best thing about this one is it is washable, which is then topped off with a variety of blankets from Jack and J Designs, which is now closed, but they used to make these princess inspired blankets. And that is the state of the house bed 5 years later. Yes, it's exhausting doing this. I don't do it super often anymore, maybe a couple times a month, but it is good to get everything resorted and to take out the stuff that she has tried to bring into her bed to just make it even more crowded than it already is. Let me know if I did not cover any of your questions, and I will do another video with more frequently asked questions.